Hey guys, tonight we dive into a truth most avoid, a truth about why average minds stay broke, why so many drift through life stuck in financial struggle, and why breaking free means more than just working harder. You probably won't survive this without some serious mindset shifts, so buckle up. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. Drop your location and local time in the comments. Let's see where this truth is landing tonight. Now dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. There's a certain comfort in being average. It's safe, predictable, like a slow river. It just flows along without the force or fire to change the landscape. But here's the harsh reality. Average thinking keeps you trapped in average earnings, average struggles, average results. Napoleon Hill said it best. The majority of people are ready to throw their aims and purposes overboard and give up at the first sign of opposition or misfortune. And that's why average minds stay broke. Your mind is the command center of your wealth, yet most treat it like a guest room, rarely used, poorly furnished, and certainly not optimized for greatness. The rich don't just work harder, they think differently. They feed their minds with belief, with clarity, with an unshakable vision that outpaces their fears and doubts. Average minds let fear rule. They accept circumstances as unchangeable, forgetting that the mind is a garden. What you plant is what grows. It starts with belief. Without belief, you are a ship without a rudder, tossed by every wave of circumstance. Hill's philosophy hinges on this. Faith is the starting point of all riches. But faith isn't blind optimism. It's a deep conviction rooted in purpose and action. Average minds lack this faith. They question, they doubt, they stall, and then comes clarity. You can't aim for a target you can't see. The successful craft crystal clear goals, anchored in vivid imagination. When Henry Ford built his empire, it wasn't by accident. He envisioned cars affordable to the masses when everyone else said it was impossible. That clarity gave him a direction no obstacle could derail. But the average mind, it wanders, it drifts. It's clouded by noise, distraction, and the endless cycle of instant gratification. Instant coffee, instant news, instant dopamine hits, none of which build lasting wealth. Discipline is the muscle that shapes your success. Rich minds build habits that reinforce their vision daily. They train their thoughts like champions preparing for battle. Without discipline, your mind is a wild horse, galloping in every direction except forward. Here's the unspoken truth. Your financial state is a direct reflection of your mental state. If your mind settles for less, your bank account will follow suit. Wealth begins with self-mastery, with commanding your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Average minds also fear failure. They shy away from risk, from discomfort. Yet history's greatest successes, from Edison's thousands of failed light bulb attempts to Lincoln's repeated political defeats, show that failure isn't the enemy, it's the tuition you pay for mastery. The broke stay broke because they stop after the first fall. Finally, gratitude and generosity are the silent engines of abundance. Average minds hoard, they cling, they fear loss. The wealthy understand that giving, appreciating, and acknowledging the small wins create a cycle of positivity that attracts more wealth. So tonight, if you want to break the chains, start with your mind. Feed it belief. Sharpen your vision. Build discipline. Embrace failure. Practice gratitude. Because average minds stay broke not because of luck or circumstance, but because they never master the most powerful tool they have, their own thoughts. If you want to transform your life, you must go beyond average thinking. This means rejecting the comfort zone where mediocrity breeds. It means rewiring your brain to seek growth even when it's uncomfortable. It means refusing to be a spectator in your own life and becoming the architect of your destiny. Remember, the mind is like a magnet. What you focus on expands. The rich focus on opportunity, solutions, and growth. The average fixate on problems, excuses, and limits. Napoleon Hill warned, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But conception and belief require action, a relentless pursuit that average minds shy away from. Your environment also plays a crucial role. Average minds settle for surroundings that reinforce limitation, people, media, and habits that drain ambition rather than fuel it. Successful minds curate their environment meticulously, surrounding themselves with inspiration, knowledge, and those who challenge them to be better. And speaking of knowledge, continuous learning is non-negotiable. The world moves fast. The rich read, study, adapt, and grow relentlessly. Average minds stagnate, relying on outdated skills and mindset, hoping things will change without change. There's a phrase Hill used that still resonates today. You become what you think about. So what thoughts are you feeding? Are they aligned with your highest vision, or are they echoes of doubt and limitation? The truth about why average minds stay broke is wrapped up in this simple but brutal reality. Without intentional mental work, your financial future is on autopilot toward mediocrity. But here's the good news. This is a choice. You can start right now, this moment, to shift your mind. You can plant seeds of faith, water them with discipline, and watch your life bloom in ways you never imagined. Remember, wealth is not just about money, it's freedom, confidence, purpose. It's the power to live life on your terms, and that power begins with mastering your mind. The story of Andrew Carnegie is a perfect example. He rose from poverty to become one of the richest men in history, not by chance but by his unyielding mental framework. Carnegie believed success was a science, one you could master by applying principles with precision and persistence. He famously said, "Do your duty and a little more, and the future will take care of itself." That little more is the difference between average and extraordinary. Average minds do just enough to get by. Wealthy minds do the extra work when no one is watching, build skills when the crowd rests, and nurture vision when distractions scream for attention. When you train your mind like a millionaire, you create an internal fortress against doubt, fear, and laziness. You cultivate mental habits that sharpen focus, boost resilience, and amplify creativity. Now don't confuse this with some overnight fix or get-rich-quick mindset. This is a slow-burning transformation, a lifelong practice. Napoleon Hill called it definiteness of purpose, a rock-solid commitment to your vision no matter what. You'll face setbacks. You'll feel like quitting. But the millionaire mind knows these moments are tests, not endings. Here's a metaphor to carry with you. Your mind is a garden. The thoughts you plant are seeds. If you plant weeds, fear, doubt, distraction, they will choke your potential. But if you plant seeds of faith, clarity, purpose, and gratitude, you'll harvest a bounty of wealth and fulfillment. The broke tend to neglect their mental garden. They let weeds take over. The rich tend theirs daily. One way to start is by practicing gratitude every morning. It rewires your brain to see opportunity instead of lack. Another is visualization. See your success clearly. Feel it. Live it in your mind first. Napoleon Hill wrote that whatever your mind can dwell upon and conceive, with emotional feeling you can achieve. It's not magic, it's mental engineering. And finally, surround yourself with like-minded individuals. The average mind often isolates itself in limiting circles. The millionaire mind builds a mastermind, a circle of positive, ambitious, supportive people who lift each other higher. If you want to break free from being average, start with this. Master your mind, or your mind will master you. The truth about success and wealth isn't taught in schools or passed down in casual conversation. It's hidden in the philosophies of men like Napoleon Hill, who understood that money follows thought. You may be working harder than ever and still stuck. That's because effort without the right mindset is like rowing upstream against a flood. Without vision and faith, your energy dissipates. Take a moment now to ask yourself, are your thoughts steering you toward abundance, or are they keeping you anchored in scarcity? It's time to reject average thinking, to reject the excuses, to reject the comfort of mediocrity. The mindset of the wealthy is built on courage, the courage to dream bigger, to fail faster, and to keep moving forward when everyone else stops. Remember, no one ever built an empire by playing it safe. Henry Ford didn't. Oprah Winfrey didn't. Neither did Lincoln. They embraced uncertainty with mental toughness, knowing the prize awaited on the other side of discomfort. So tonight, as you lie awake with these words, let them ignite a fire within you. Train your mind like a millionaire. Cultivate belief. Sharpen clarity. Build discipline. Welcome failure as feedback. Practice gratitude. Surround yourself with greatness, because average minds stay broke, but yours doesn't have to. Let the truth sink in. Your mind is your most valuable asset, and just like any asset, it must be managed, nurtured, and invested in. The broke waste their mental currency on worry, doubt, and negativity. The wealthy invest theirs in growth, solutions, and relentless action. Napoleon Hill believed that riches are born in the mind before they ever manifest in the bank, and your mental wealth is no different. What story are you telling yourself right now? Is it one of limitation or liberation? Choose to tell a new story tonight, one of power, one of possibility, one that refuses to accept average and demands excellence, because the road to wealth is paved with mental discipline, unwavering faith, and a vision so clear it burns brighter than any fear. You are not average. You are the master of your mind, the architect of your future. So train your mind like a millionaire and watch your life transform. Now, as we close this journey, take a deep breath. Let these words settle like a soft blanket over your thoughts. Remember, change isn't instant. It's the gentle unfolding of new habits, new beliefs, and new actions. You have everything you need inside you. It's time to stop settling for average and start living extraordinary. Your mind is the soil. Your thoughts are the seeds. Plant wisely, water daily, and watch your wealth grow.